Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to fold a motorboat. Now this is a traditional model. I'll be using a square that I cut from a sheet of printer paper. So it will be 8.5 inches by 8.5 inches. Now if you're using a 6-inch square that comes in a standard origami paper pack, it'll end up looking like this. So you can see the difference in size. It's a little bit easier to show you with the bigger paper, so that's what I'm going to use. Now if you're using a sheet of paper with a different color on either side, you'll start with the colored side down. We're going to start by valley folding in half along the horizontal and the vertical. So we'll bring this top edge down to lie along the bottom edge. Make sure that lines up corner to corner and then crease it across. And then unfold. And we'll bring the right edge over to the left edge. And then unfold. Next we're going to make a blintz fold, so we'll bring each of these 4 corners into the center of this X here. So we'll start with the top left corner. Let's bring it right into the center of that X and then crease it down. Then do the same with the top right. And the bottom right. And the bottom left. Now I'm going to rotate the paper slightly. Then we're going to valley fold the entire model in half, so we'll bring this bottom edge up to the top edge. Next we're going to bring this top edge down to the bottom edge. And when you do this, you'll need to make sure you press down on the layers underneath here, otherwise this one can pop out. So you want to make sure that layer stays in place. So make sure that edge lines up all the way across. Then you can crease it. And then turn the model over, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Next we're going to valley fold right along where these edges meet. So we're going to do this with just one flap. Just bring it down like this and crease it. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to do it as a mountain fold. Just make sure the edges line up and you can crease it down. It should fold pretty naturally. You can see it from both sides. Now we'll do the same thing on the left here. So just fold right along these edges. And the same thing on the back side. Next we're going to bring this edge down to lie along the bottom edge, bisecting this angle on the left. We'll do this with just one flap again. And you'll need to make sure you hold this part in place so it doesn't wiggle around as you fold it. starts to get a little thick, so just crease it down firmly. Do the same thing with the other side. This time I'll turn the model over and do it on the right side here, just lining it up with the edge below. Next, we're going to bring this top edge down to meet the bottom edge with just one flap again. Then we'll turn the model over and repeat that on this side. Next, we're going to pick the model up and we're going to look at the bottom here. You can spread these two layers apart and you'll notice this paper that's right in the middle. We're going to push that part open and make it three-dimensional. It should look like this. Now for the next step, we're going to turn this whole thing inside out. So we'll start with this corner right here. So you'll see I put my finger on the quarter on the back side, and then you'll just have to push it all the way through until it turns inside out. And do it with the other corner that's right here. Now I'm going to turn it around. We'll need to do it with both of these corners. And you have to hold the paper in place as you push these ones through. These are a little more difficult than the other ones. Just be careful not to rip the paper as you do it. And it will wrinkle a little bit as you do this. We'll try to flatten it out once we've gotten this step completed. Pop that last corner through. Need to use a little bit of force, but it shouldn't be too much where you rip the paper. Then once you've done that, we're going to flatten out some of those wrinkles. Then we're going to take these edges here and we're just going to form those creases a little sharper. Same with this edge here. We're going to form this edge on the back a little bit, just creasing lightly, but giving it a little bit of an edge there. Then I'll show you from the other side what it's starting to look like. Next, we need to just pop one layer of paper up here. So if you'll notice inside, there's just one layer that you can separate from the others and pull it straight up. Now we have our motorboat. We are all done. Now if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.